Adrienne Grace here. I had an insight to start this vlog because I've been talking about a lot of these mindset concepts for a few months now, but I thought that instead of me just sitting there preaching about them, that it would be a good idea to show you how I use them in my everyday life and just open the doors to you seeing me in a different way. So I hope that it's informative and that you're able to take some of these concepts and apply them to your own life to live a happier and more fulfilling life. Enjoy! So it is Thursday around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am sitting in a park near my condo here in Denver, and it's a beautiful day out, and yeah, I had a dentist appointment this morning, and as I was walking back I was like, oh, it's so nice out, and I didn't have a call until noontime, and I thought to myself, oh, well, I should get back and do some work. And then I thought that the version of Adrienne with her goal achieved doesn't always feel like she needs to be doing. She has the freedom to do what she wants. And that's the vibration and the frequency that I want to stay in, and the thoughts that I want to be thinking. So instead of rushing back, I decided to get a coffee from the coffee shop, which I was super excited that they have this like new coffee with a mushroom mix in it, since I'm not taking my mud water, and it's really delicious, and walked over to the park just to take a few minutes and enjoy the day and not feel like I need to be rushed. And you know, one of the reasons why I started my own business is for the freedom, right? So why do I feel like I always need to be doing something? That's just an old paradigm that we need to get over, and so I thought I would come on here and just think about just explain how my thinking has changed and how that's who I want to be, right? Always trying to think of yourself as that person with the goal achieved and what would they be doing, and that's what really gets you into the frequency of that. When you continue with your old patterns of thought, like feeling guilty for not doing more work, or feeling like you should do more, or feeling like you're not enough, that's just keeping you stuck in those old thought patterns, and you're just going to continue to create more of the same. So take a few minutes today to do something that you want to do, right? Something for yourself, something that version of you who's making X amount of money and have all the freedom and all the time that they need and want, what would they be doing? Maybe it's going to get a massage, maybe it's going for a run, or maybe it's, who knows, buying yourself something nice. Whatever it is, just take a few minutes today to do that for yourself so that you can start kind of coming out of those old thinking patterns. Have an awesome day. I'm out running in the rain and noticed something really interesting that I wanted to come on here and share. Just 10 minutes ago, there were tons of people out, people in the river, enjoying the heat. And as soon as the rain came, everybody scattered, took cover, stood under bridges. And it made me think about that quote that says something like, life is not about, I forget exactly how it goes, but right, it's about learning to dance in the rain. And it's so true that we're so sensitive that we can't even withstand a little dampness, that we immediately run from this and take cover and look for something that's more appealing, which is just typical of our human consciousness. I'm actually really enjoying the relief in temperature. It was quite hot, and just finding it really beautiful and fascinating how Mother Nature hydrates itself when it's thirsty. So there's good in everything. I talk about that a lot, but it made me really think about it today on this run, and wanted to come on here and share with you. All right, well, it's 2:45 this morning, and I made a commitment to myself to wake up at this time every night this week and do Joe Dispenza's pineal gland meditation. So I'm on my 4th night of that and about to do it, and it's been really interesting. I've had some interesting experiences after it, and so I'll explain more about the pineal gland tomorrow and what it means, but going off to do that now. Wish me luck. So it's about 6:15 right now. After my pineal gland meditation that lasted about an hour and a half, I went back to bed. And what I love about that is in that hour that I'm asleep, I sleep from around 4:15 to 5:15. I have some pretty interesting dreams, and I always write them down. And then I get up, I actually do another meditation, which is just Joe Dispenza's morning meditation, which is talking about who do you want to show up as today. Then I take a cold shower, hop out quickly and get dressed in my workout stuff. And I actually make myself some warm lemon water, which is the best thing that you can do for your body. Is the first thing that you put into it. It's very cleansing for the liver. It's actually even good for your mood. And then I sit down here in my office and I study actually for about an hour. So here I am. I have my computer on, this computer on, and I do my studies. So that is my morning routine. After this, I go and I do a little workout. So I will hop on later and inform you how everything's going. Talk to you soon. All right, so just finished my morning workout. Just took 30 minutes and did a workout on Beachbody On Demand. I was always really big in going to the gym, going to yoga, going to Orange Theory. I do still run a lot, but after I had my ankle surgery back in March, and I couldn't run and I couldn't do Orange Theory, I started doing this Beachbody On Demand, and I actually fell in love with it. And super quick and easy. You can do 30 minutes at home. It gets a great workout in, and you're just, home. You don't have to go anywhere. And it's just a big time saver, and it gives me a lot more time in the morning. Now I am just cutting up my celery and going to make my celery juice, which is something that I do every single day. And I used to make it ahead of time, but then I learned that it's actually better to drink it basically immediately after you juice it, because it has like certain antioxidants and things in it, and it oxidizes if you leave it in the refrigerator for too long, after about an hour. So anyway, I juice that, I drink the celery juice, and then I'm gonna go get dressed and ready to start my day. While I'm making my celery juice and getting ready, I actually put my AirPods in and I listen to my self-image script. So this is something that I coach in my program, and it's about who you want to be, who do you want to show up as. And I actually wrote a big long script, it's about 10 pages, and recorded it. And then I listen to it every single day to get that into my subconscious. Again, who do I want to show up as? Who do I want to be? Repetition is one of the only ways that we can rewire our brains. And I've learned that our self-image is so crucial in our results, right? And we actually can never outperform our self-image. So we really need to work on that if you want to increase the results in your life. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. So just continuing throughout my day, did some calls and some work, and now I am wanting to get in another meditation. So I'll probably do about 30 minutes. That's kind of what I have time for right now. And just trying to get these in as much as possible to really help focus myself on the end result, on the goal. I really am trying to use these to visualize, to quiet my mind. And I've been getting some interesting insights as I've been sitting in these meditations, as I've kind of come out of that retreat last week, but really trying to get into that feeling of my end goal already achieved, and what does that feel like? And that's such a key to manifesting what you want, right? Being really emotionally involved with your goal and that end result, where you're really feeling it on a cellular level, like you're feeling those emotions as if they were happening now. And so I would encourage you to take a few minutes during your day to think about the feelings that you would feel once you achieved your goal. It's not so much about the actual goal, but how would you feel? You'd probably feel a ton of joy and happiness and gratitude and just like a love of life maybe some peace of mind. Maybe you'd be so empowered because you'd know that you were really the creator of that. So tune into what that would feel like and really get on that vibration, get on that frequency of that end goal achieved. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 30 minutes, especially because I've had the past 2 hours have been a little sticky for me, and I've been getting frustrated with trying to do some website development stuff and things that are not really my forte. And so I want to get back into that good state and away from those negative feelings or feelings of frustration or overwhelm, and get back into that aligned state of what I really want. I wanted to share a little insight that I had today. It's Monday and I was working on my Monday message emails, my Happy Monday emails. And it was about 8 out of 10, how I ask people how happy they are on a scale from 1 to 10, and their typical answer is 8. And they say that they're really happy, but I say, why just an 8? Why is that good enough? And I said, you know, if you're not feeling a 10 out of 10, you need to do things. We need to consciously create our own happiness. It's not just something that's going to fall in our laps. It's something we have to cultivate and we have to work for every day, right? And as I was typing it, I was like thinking to myself how it's Monday, I'm feeling a little sluggish from the weekend. I have all these to-dos that I'm trying to work through. And I was like, I'm not even following my own advice, right? Like, I would say that my day today isn't a 10 out of 10 happiness. Yes, I am really excited about my career and my goals that I'm working towards, but it's not that you know, I'm feeling like so alive and excited in every moment. So I made the decision that, one, I was going to get myself something for lunch that made me really happy, and I took a walk to get it, and it's a beautiful day outside, and that made me feel really good. And the other thing I decided to do was to go to yoga class later, so I signed up for that because I know that's something that really fills me up. So I think it's not about feeling like you need to be a 10 out of 10 all day long and being that like super excited. But if you're feeling not in the best state, what can you do to get yourself there? What are those little things? Maybe it's taking a walk, maybe it's sitting in meditation, maybe it's getting your nails done or doing something for yourself that makes you really happy. Maybe it's reading a book, even if it takes, you know, an hour out of your day to do something for yourself. You should make that a priority, because we need to cultivate that happiness in order to bring more experiences like that into our life. So the happier we are, the better vibration that we're on, the more we attract more of those opportunities. So it really is so imperative to do those things, not just because it makes you feel good and because you want to live a happy and fulfilling life, but because of the vibrational state that it puts you in. So that was my little insight today, and I hope that's helpful for anyone who's listening and having one of these days as well. So have a good day. Good morning. It is about 6:30 on a Tuesday morning, and I am sitting in front of my mirror doing some mirror work and some gratitude, and it got me so emotional and actually brought me to tears, which is the state that I want to be in. So I was reminded last night, I watched something with Dr. Joe about how it really is about living in those elevated emotions, and that's really what helps like draw experiences to us, right? When we can stay in those vibrations, we're going to draw more of those experiences to us that make us feel gratitude, joy, love, empowerment, feeling unlimited. And so this morning I decided, I had done this for a little while, about 6 months ago, and it really was impactful, and I kind of fell off, so I wanted to do it again. But sitting in front of the mirror and reading my goal and visualizing my entire goal and going through the whole scenario of you know, what I want my business to look like, what I want my life to look like, and it gets you so excited, right? It makes you really being like grateful that it already happened, right? Talking about it in the present tense. And then I went through everything that I'm currently grateful for, and it just really moved me to tears, right? Looking at yourself and talking about these things is something really powerful. I put some music on that really moves me, and it just, having all these emotions
makes you feel really good, and it's such a fun way to start the day. So I would highly recommend it, especially if, for me, I was just writing my goal down every day, which is something I do, you know, and I tell all my clients to do, and then writing my affirmations, and it was getting to the point where it was just like robotic and I wasn't getting involved in the emotion of it. And that really is the key, is the emotion of it. So changing it up, doing it in the mirror was a really good thing to do this morning, and has put me into a great state, and I'm ready to start the day. Beautiful day here in Denver today. I wanted to share just an experience that I had today. That's what I'm trying to do, sharing how I am applying what I'm learning into my everyday life. So I was invited to an event tonight by a neighbor out kind of 45 minutes away from Denver, and it was, you know, a Rodan and Fields like skincare thing, and I will say it wasn't my top priority and not something I exactly wanted to do, but after getting back from the Joe Dispenza event, he talked a lot about routines and stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping into the unknown, doing things that you wouldn't normally do, saying yes to stuff. And I will say, after I left the wholesaling world, I became a little bit more of a homebody, and it was nice to be rooted somewhere. I was always on the go, always having to do things at night and entertain and be traveling, and I was on the road so much that now I'm like really into my routines, and I love being in bed early. I love, you know, especially now that I'm waking up and doing those meditations in the middle of the night. But I felt like there was a reason why I was invited to this, and it could be, who knows, maybe it's a good like networking opportunity for me. Maybe there's something else in it. Maybe I can help somebody in some way and serve somebody. And so I decided to say yes to it and just do something a little different tonight. So it's just a good reminder that we kind of get stuck in our ways, and if we're doing the same exact thing every single day, how do we expect something unexpected to happen? How can we expect something exciting to happen in our lives? So I said yes to this tonight, and hope this motivates you to maybe step out of your comfort zone and do something